know what type of person I'm going to be in those 9 months. I don't know what type of relationship I might have with the mother in 9 months. I don't know. It's a lot to process. Maybe the thought of me being a father is bearing on me. And there's no air. There's no air. And I'm suffocating. Hey, I got a controversial topic. As you can see in the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about why fathers aren't in the child's life. Okay? Listen, I'm going to keep it real brief. This is just something I just came up with, and I just wanted to talk about it. I When I think of a child and raising a child, I think of the disadvantages. Like, I won't have time for my child. Maybe I won't be there for my child. Maybe I can't take the necessary steps to, provide for my child because I'm lacking in self awareness that, hey, you got a child to raise and you got to figure out how to get it done. You got to figure out how to raise your child. And, you know, I started thinking about about what my dad instilled in me, you know, and all the wisdom he has taught me throughout the years. I can't imagine not being there for my child because my father was there for me in every step that I took. And I can't not I can't imagine not being there for my child. Like my father was there. You know what I'm saying? I was sick, he was there. You know, I I was struggling with my homework, he was there. So when I think about a father not being there for their child, it's like, damn, it feels personal. And him as a black man, he's got a target on his back. You know, it's not easy especially as a black man raising your child up. I can't imagine not being there. And I know you're gonna hear me say this, but I want to say I just want to get that out because I really can't. I really can't imagine not being there for my child. But at the same time, I come to the realization that I understand why men leave. I understand why we do what we do as men. But I get it. I get that maybe the relationship with the mom is is torn up. Maybe the relationship with her mom is torn up. Maybe her mom doesn't like you. Maybe her mom doesn't appreciate how you come into her home. Maybe her mom, right? Her father doesn't like how you talk. Maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe it's your background. Maybe it's a lot of things, but it's a target. It's pressure. It's pressure to think about. It's a lot of pressure on me to think about. Because what type of father am I going to be? It's a lot to weigh in. It's a lot to process in such short amount of time. You think 9 months is a long time? It's really not. It's really not. And that's the scary part about it. But we're so taught to be so strong and brought up to be men, warriors, But the more I think about it, who am I supposed to go to for this? What is it that I must do to overcome this obstacle? What are the disadvantages that I have when it comes to this? What are the advantages that I have? I look at everything. I try to process it all before I get to that point. But it's hard going through my mind. It's hard to wrap my brain around what's gonna happen in those 9 months. What type of person am I gonna be in those 9 months? Am I gonna be the person who walks out on the mom because I don't like her? Am I gonna be the person who walks out on the mom because she's been doing this and saying this? Or maybe the relationship is good, but maybe just the thought of having a child is bearing on me. Maybe the thought of me being a father is bearing on me. And there's no air. There's no air. and I'm suffocating. And it's to a point where I don't have a choice. I don't know where to go. I don't know who else to talk to about this. So I understand where men come from when we leave the home and we don't come back. I understand it. I wrapped my brain around it. And I realized on the way here, it's like, wow, 9 months. 9 months. Who am I to walk away from my child? Who am I to walk away from a child being born? Who am I? Who am I? I don't know. I don't know what type of person I'm going to be in those 9 months. I don't know what type of relationship I might have with the mother in 9 months. I don't know. It's a lot to process in such short amount of time. But then you have to think about what the mom is going through. What is the mom going through right now? She has to carry the child. She has to take off work to raise that child up. She has to take off work before the child comes out. It's a lot on her as well. But I'm speaking for the men. And when I tell you this process is probably the most scariest point in your life, it is. I'm telling you this. Because in 9 months, what type of father will you be? What type of person will you be? Will you be the same person she met? Or will you be a new person the day that child is born? I don't know. It's a lot to think about on my mind in such short amount of time. But I realize the pressure we face. We're taught to be strong. We're taught to be, we're taught to show no fear. But there's fear on that other side. There's fear of negativity. There's fear of failure. There's fear of not being good enough. Maybe you're not a failure. Maybe you're just not good enough to raise your child. Maybe you're not good enough to be a child's father. And like I said, your mind goes crazy. Your mind goes crazy, but we're taught to be strong. Your mind wanders, but we're taught to be the head of the household. We're taught to be leaders. But how am I supposed to lead if I don't know what to do? How am I supposed to lead if I don't know who to call? How am I supposed to lead if I don't know where to go? I'm out of options. I'm out of plays on the field. I'm out of scrambles. I gotta throw an audible. I gotta just think of something.